less than the same horsepower. That's right. Some beautiful aircraft.
And of course, during World War II, it even had small horsepower.
Oh, that's right. Another 500 horsepower more. All right, was carrying a few guns and a few other bits of aggression, but incredible performer.
Another Avengers.
Also with the others, yeah, that's right, they were too. But even in the silhouettes, you said it's much smaller aircraft.
That is indeed, isn't it? Not much of it. Yet the fuselage would be about the same, but...
Well, yeah, you've got to carry that engine, but it's like the 109 in the Messerschmitt.
Yeah.
It's the smallest possible airframe. The airframe's about as big as the Cessna 150, and it has a 1600 horsepower V12 in it.
Yes, I'm impressed.
Yeah, good fun.
We'll just stay a little bit quiet so you can hear the purr of the two Allisons and the bark of the Rolls Royce motor.
They'll take one of these
Delivered to the door?
Oh, we've just been told by a pet answer here that the first aircraft shot down in the Korean War was a Yak 9. So you have to go and say that, wouldn't you? With an F-82 twin Mustang. Well, there you go. Well, they couldn't send a real Mustang up, had to use two. The guys earlier on thought one of those beautiful fish specials.
So look, the AP with the ATR, right?
Yeah, it's got its lights on now.
Certainly a very ungainly looking, a very large aircraft on the ground, but also very, very aircraft again. They later went on to become the first jet aces in the Korean War. I think we're under attack.
Yep, we've got a bogey in the air that we head for zero.
Japanese calendar, but under the American naming of all of the fighter aircraft, it's KMZ. They named all of the fighters after men, with all these southern names. Women were the bombers, cargo aeroplanes, I can't find it.
That's something we do here, the big wing.
And we certainly do need a B-25 and still get another one. As we said, two forward-firing 50 caliber machine guns. 50 caliber machine guns in the turret. 50 caliber machine gun that could be replaced with a mental revision, that little notch in the fuselage just behind the bomb bay. That bomb bay can carry a 2,000-pound torpedo or a 2,000-pound bomb, or up to 400 or 500-pound bombs. So this was a very, very agile aeroplane. Used throughout the Pacific Theatre, also operated by the Eagles that had 4 squadrons operating. One of the weird things about the Avenger, the weirdest shoot down of a V1 was done by an RAF Avenger, and it was shot down by the turret gunner in the Atlantic.
So you must have got it coming towards it.
Have no idea, but it's
Wow, that is interesting.
one of the weird things. Sorry, not the Atlantic, shot down over the channel.
Oh, it's very close. It's 75 miles from the channel across England to the Atlantic. But what's been amazing is the amount of people that actually put into these events.
There's the Marines again, the SNJ. And Pete, you got the sheet of this, trying to get it roadworthy for the Bundaberg Police?
Now this is scary stuff. This is a jet bike, the world's most powerful motorcycle, only 5,000 horsepower. The Rolls-Royce Viper 202 turbojet. It is something else. Now look at that, you can imagine doing that at the burnouts on Friday night.
Try that in Fortitude Valley and see what happens to you.
The airflow through this engine's about 32,000 cubic feet a minute, and the average V8 engine's about 500 cubic feet a minute.
I'm pulling 700 on mine.
Now, I do believe that young Rod Mad Laycock is trying to actually get this registered to be a roadworthy bike up in the Northern Territory. As he sponsors up there at the Darwin Motorcycle Club, Whereabout Engineering, Horsepower and the Hidden Valley Tavern. And here he goes again for another run there. It is still experimental at this stage, but he is really hoping, he mentioned to us yesterday, that he wants to get this thing road registered up in the Northern Territory.
Well, there'd be no policeman wanting to chase him, would they?
And he could also, when he finishes getting to wherever he goes, he can also put on a crumpet stand or some marshmallows.
That's right. Weed you'll do.
When you look at it, you can imagine that on the highway, Stewart Highway or some other road in the Northern Territory. It's clear days on stuff, isn't it? If you look at the amount of flame that can come out of that, it's followed by a bad guy.
It's environmentally smoke friendly, is it? I mean, we've got, you often see a lot of old, and I'm not degrading Datsuns in the least bit, but the old 180s used to smoke a bit. It's a very stable aeroplane. And usually aircraft like this, high wing, will get knocked around a bit in this sort of weather. But it's a very stable aeroplane, and you can see why they use it for aircraft spotting. For spotting the enemy positions and pinpointing it. They used to fire rockets or coloured markers, and so the other aircraft could come in. And World War II, Korea War, and
I heard a story once about a liberator that went down. The guy survived, and they managed to find a tunnel of trip together up. They seized one of these aircraft, and unfortunately the trip was a little too rough for it, so it got damaged. And they sent it to
Club, because he can't get enough of what he calls real fire. There's only one real fire in this.
Those two Rolls-Royce Tay turbofans, you can hear they're very, very quiet operations. So this is one is coming in from your left, from the southeast. This is probably the closest that you'll ever see one of these aircraft so low and so close. So get your cameras out, ladies and gentlemen, for the Alliance Airlines Fokker 100.
And quite fast. Now, doesn't that look something?
Now, you won't see that every day. It's fantastic that they brought this aircraft up in. It is so quiet. It's quieter than those little L-39s, which also have a turbofan. Of course, Rolls-Royce powered.
As you said, very, very neighbourhood friendly. Beautiful big aircraft with the engines on the fuselage allowing the whole of the wing to act as lifting surface, unencumbered by jet.
See, that is if you're sitting right on the end of the runway there at Brisbane. See the gear down, flaps down, and we believe he'll follow that. You can see the air brakes out at the back as well. And we believe Phil will follow that up with a climb out and then a high-speed pass and return to land.
Oh yeah, with the wind behind him. Makes a heck of a difference to the light aircraft, but not quite as much of a difference to these, but some. The just going to say, I bet he's enjoying that. I don't know if he's got a load of passengers on board as joy flighters, but...
So, I think this is going to be a great formation. Team there. All those brand goes down at the northern end of the field. They go away. And the DC-3.
Good posing shot.
What do you think, Pete? That aircraft was first one as DC-1 in 1933.
And it's really a sleeper aircraft travelling across the United States. And as it was going to sleep because it takes so long, it's a fair way across, so almost the same distance as probably Sydney to Perth, but it was originally designed as a sleeper so they could do these long hauls, but that made us get a little
This is what Buffalo is. Sorry?
C-47.
This is what Buffalo Airways flies.
They're absolutely correct when they said that the only aeroplane that will replace a DC-3 is a DC-3. Now, I'm not sure... massive amount of stores up at Dubbo, number 6 air depot up there, and stores depot, I beg your pardon, and there were 3 new plants in boxes. You open up the box, and there was like a mail can that had been packed according to the same government in 1940.
Well, at last year's Oscars, they had a tribute to the DC-3, and we had 40 DC-3s there, and they put up a display of 21 DC-3s formation. So what a great sound it was there, so many passengers there on one side. So the type's still enjoying good service. Some of them just kept as warbirds, some are actually still earning their keep.